What's up, travel friends? Today we're taking a trip to the culinary capital of the world, the one and only New York City. Whether you're a seasoned foodie or a wide-eyed tourist, NYC has something for your taste buds, but with endless options, where do you even begin? This video is your ultimate NYC must-eat guide for first-time tourists, so if you're an NYC native or have adopted the city as your own, you're more than welcome to stick around, but please leave your restaurant/food recommendations in the description below. But before we discover some delicious eats from New York City, I'm going to show you how to make it to Manhattan from LaGuardia Airport. You can definitely skip this section, but if you're a first-timer, you'll want to pay attention. If you arrive at LaGuardia, it is about an hour drive from the airport to New York City. Both Uber and Lyft run it'll cost you like $80. So if you want to save money, maybe take the metro. If you don't want to save money, you want to save time, then you can go ahead and pay those $80 and get on an Uber, taxi, or Lyft. You will get a bus here. That bus will take you to a terminal where you will be able to get a train that will take you to Grand Central Station. All right, you guys see this sign where it says buses to subway Q70? That is the bus you guys are looking for. The bus Q70 is free. It runs every 8 to 10 minutes. We are here. It's gonna connect you to all of these lines here. These lines will take you to Grand Central Station. These subways serve the Midtown and downtown Manhattan. The buses, guys, that will pick you up look like this. This is the terminal that we've arrived to. It's pretty busy. So we're just now gonna try to figure out what line we need to get. There's the entrance. You guys will have to purchase your Omni Pass. Right now I'm gonna go take you guys through the whole process so you guys can see how much it's gonna cost for an adult. So we're gonna start, guys. English or Spanish, your fast $9 Metro card, your Metro card or single rider. We're gonna do Metro card. We are going to get a new one, so that's gonna be $1 fee. Unlimited rides. Let's do a 7-day, that's $34. Payment, either card or cash. You pay. Once you pay, your Metro card will come out through here. And make sure you guys always get a receipt just in case. Got my card, my receipt. Now, if you guys already have a card that you've purchased before, you make sure to load your card. Once you're done with your transactions, make sure to look for line 7 Hudson. This line runs every 4 minutes. Guys, I know we've heard a lot on the news about train stations and just people and other people are hitting. If I were you on a platform like this, I would always get against the wall. Never right there, because you never know if a crazy comes and just pushes you onto the track. So I would always stay behind and always be on alert because you never know. So the train dropped us off at Grand Terminal Station, the main level. But if you guys are hungry, you can always come to the lower level. You guys will find 17 different restaurants. Some of them have bars. You can drink there. Maybe you need to wait for another train. Maybe you just want to grab a quick bite. So just kind of walking you through the bottom level so you guys can see your options. If you guys are looking for a Magnolia Bakery, let me tell you, there is one at Grand Central Terminal Station. They might not have everything that other Magnolia bakeries have, but it looks like they have a big selection of cakes, cheesecakes, brownies, banana pudding. I think they have like the main one. So this is a small size of the banana pudding, and it's the classic. They do have a specialty one. They switch up the flavor every month. And then we got the pecan cheesecake. We just visited our first eating spot in New York City, and I know you're eager to discover more must-try eateries, but I'll also be showing you some cool locations you can incorporate to your itinerary through this video. Next stop is New York's oldest deli, Katz. This was my second time visiting, and once again, the food did not disappoint. Not only did we enjoy a great meal, but we bumped into a Hollywood star. Come with me, let me show you. The famous Katz. It's a Jewish deli. Usually the line is long, but there is no line today. Maybe because it's Monday, It's 11 a.m. We're having an early lunch. We're more like brunch. Hi, good morning.
When you're walking out.
Okay.
Ticket when you're walking out.
Okay, thank you. So they give you a ticket, and this is what you give when you walk out, because they stamp your order here and you pay at the end. So that's where you pay, you give it back to them. There are different sections where you can order different items from the menu. Like I mentioned, when you walk in, they'll give you a blue ticket. Make sure not to lose it. If you do, you'll be charged a flat fee of $50. The cutter/slicer preparing your food needs this ticket to write down your order so the cashier knows what to charge you on your way out. Each cutter/slicer has their own line, so line up according to what you'll be ordering. They will also give you a pastrami sample while you wait for your food, and yes, eat it with your hands. Make sure to always tip your cutter. The lines closest to the entrance/exit are usually the longest ones, so make sure to keep it moving. Trust me, the lines on the far end will always be shorter. Once you get your food, make sure to give them your ticket so they can either write down your order or stamp it. Go find your seat, enjoy your meal, and pay at the register by presenting your ticket. All right, now let me show you what we ate. I want to show you guys the mess I have on my plate. So the sandwich fell apart, and it's just not me. So my husband's. It's good. I like it. It might be a little too salty for me. I did remove the cheese because it was a lot of cheese for me. But so far, so good. We are also having matzo ball soup. I love this soup. This area that I'm showing here by the restroom is the waiter service area. If you're interested in this service, you need to make reservations and need to have a minimum of 10 people in your party. The area that I've been showing you is the self-serve area. If you choose this service, then follow the guidelines that I've given you on how to order and pay. And while I was filming this part of my vlog for you all, my husband spotted Alec Baldwin, who was picking up his order. At first we were doubting it was him, but we quickly realized that everyone kept staring at him and whispering that it was Alec Baldwin. We were right behind him when we paid at the exit, but I wasn't gonna have my camera all up on his face, so I waited until he got in his car to get footage. Not gonna lie, it was pretty cool to see a celebrity up close. Guys, come with me to the Blue Box Cafe. And after that exciting moment came this failed one. I was so thrilled to show you all the Blue Box Cafe, and when I showed up, the staff told me I couldn't film inside the building. So at least let me show you the outside and give you some tips on how to make a reservation. The Blue Box Cafe is located inside Tiffany & Co. on 5th Avenue. I will leave the address on screen so you guys can check it out. You will need to make your reservation 30 days out at midnight Eastern time. Keyword here, midnight. On Resi.com, it's like open table. Once midnight hits, almost all tables are gone, so please have a credit card in hand and be ready. If your dates are flexible, you can always book your second or third option. Weekends and holidays are their busiest days. The food was pricey and it was okay. Franz's Tavern is my all-time favorite tavern in New York City, and this is why. Not only are the food and drinks delicious, the vibes are warm and welcoming. The building itself is a museum and it has so much history. Franz's Tavern is the oldest standing tavern in New York City. This tavern has witnessed pivotal moments in American history, from hosting meetings of the Sons of Liberty to serving as a headquarters for General George Washington during the war. You can dine in the same rooms frequented by revolutionaries and founding fathers. This tavern is huge and gorgeous. It has multiple rooms with varying concepts, such as the Independence Bar, Hideout Bar, Talmadge Room, and the Piano Bar, which I'm about to show you. But before I do, you will need to make reservations to dine at any of their themed rooms, especially the Piano Bar. Those tables go quick. The Whiskey Bar is small and it's first come, first served. The Piano Bar, located upstairs, offers a delightful atmosphere to enjoy live music alongside drinks and a limited food menu. Let me show you what we ate and drank. I was here during Christmas time and now again in the springtime. Obviously during Christmas, winter, they don't have this section out here because it's too cold to eat, drink. But right now the weather is beautiful. But look at how pretty. Just to let you guys know, there is live music every Friday, Saturday, and I believe Sunday. So you guys can always verify this information online. And Francis Tavern is famous. It's known as the place where George Washington gave his famous farewell address to his officers in 1783. So this is a historical building. You guys can, like I said, it's a museum. So you guys can get a tour or just simply eat and drink. I'm gonna take you inside. I'm gonna show you the bar and the place a little bit more. So right here, live music. Today we have reservations at 6:30 upstairs in the piano bar. This is their menu. They have an extensive menu. Again, I've eaten here before. The food is delicious and this place is great. So now let's go inside. I hope I can film because some of these places have been telling me no filming, only pictures, etc. So I'm like really trying my best to show you guys around and film. Guys, during Christmas time, oh my gosh, this place is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. It's decorated beautifully. It's so romantic. This is one of their dining areas. It's empty right now, but they do get pretty busy, especially upstairs during their live session. And this is the Dingle Whiskey Bar. This is where I wanted to have drinks last time, but it was pretty busy. Beautiful. This is a whiskey bar. For starters, we had a dozen of raw oysters, a bowl of creamy and delicious New England clam chowder that came with house-made bread, lobster and shrimp pasta, the tavern burger with a side of salad, a slow-roasted chicken pot pie, and a side of French fries. Prices were reasonable, between $10.36 per appetizer or plate. The cheapest was the side of French fries. The most expensive dish was the lobster and shrimp pasta. This restaurant will forever be my favorite in New York City. If there's one that I need to visit next time I'm there, please share it with all of us in the comments section. If you want to grab a regular cup of coffee or crafted coffee creations, you might want to stop at the Starbucks Reserve inside the Empire State Building. I truly enjoy this spot because it offers a unique experience and it's free to visit. The Starbucks Reserve is free to visit, not the Empire State Building. So don't get it twisted. You'll be able to find signature beverages, food, cocktails, and merchandise. This Starbucks Reserve has 3 floors, each with different opening and closing hours and experiences. The ground floor is open early at 6:30 a.m. The concourse level, which has a tasting room and offers experiences, opens at 8 a.m. And the second floor, where you'll find the coffee and cocktail lounge, opens at 10 a.m. You do not need reservations to dine or drink at any of these floors, but you will need to buy tickets for experiences where you'll learn how to make espresso martini flights or learn how to taste coffee like a pro. On the lower level, you'll find exclusive Starbucks Empire State merch. They always have the cutest things, so make sure to check it out. This here is the lower level. You will find a bar here. They also serve food and drinks as well, hot drinks, beverages, alcoholic drinks. That is the bar. They also have, I'm going to show you the area where they have the experiences. That area is on this side. It has an extra cost. Depends on what you want to do. It might be like $95 per person. And this is the area where they have the classes. Right now they don't have one. It's early. It's 10 a.m. This lower level opens around 9 a.m. And then I'm going to take you upstairs to the main level and to the top level that is also a bar. This is the lower level. You guys find the souvenirs. Here they have a lot of tables with different things. Of course, depending on the season, they'll have different items. Let me show you guys this one. This one is really nice. I love it. Pink. I think this one here is a staple. This mug and this here. Because last time we came, we got, I think, one of each. This is the area where you're gonna have to order your drinks. They have the pastries here. Hi, good morning. What time do you guys open? Oh, okay. Do we need to RSVP ahead of time?
Sorry?
Do we need to RSVP ahead of time to get a seat?
No,
we can get
you
seated?
just have to be ordering off of this menu here.
Got it. Cocktails, and you guys offer food as well? Okay. Overall, this Starbucks Reserve is a great place to chill and enjoy a nice view of New York City from the second floor, of course. Next up, the top of the world, the One World Trade Center. The One World Trade Center is a New York landmark and observatory, but it also offers a high-end dining experience at its restaurant, One Dine, which is where we are headed. We will be going up.
And we have the dinner reservation as well. You have a dinner reservation as well?
Yeah. Yes.
Those are priority.
Okay, straight ahead, thank you. So they just told us to have our tickets ready and also our reservation.
We're getting her reservations out, but we have
A reservation?
For dinner.
That's one ticket. Where's the other?
Right here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up.
All good?
Perfect. Thank you so much. How we went through security. If you're going to be filming, it is allowed. But if you have a selfie stick, it was not allowed in. But they gave us a ticket at the end of our tour or our dinner. In this case, we'll be able to pick it up at the front. Now it looks like there's a section where they take a picture. So we're gonna take our picture and then head on up. One Dine is located inside the building on the 101st floor. The menu changes seasonally, but you can always expect American cuisine with global influence. Reservations are highly recommended, especially during peak hours. One Dine offers various dining packages that combine your meal with admission to the World Trade Observatory. Listen up, even if you don't want to book a dining package and just want to make a reservation to dine because you'll be ordering a la carte, you will need to purchase a ticket for the observatory. No ticket, no entry, even if you have reservations at the restaurant. Now let me show you what we had for dinner. By now you guys should know that I love oysters, so of course we got roasted oysters, hot honey wings, and a Caesar salad. For our main dishes, my party ordered 2 lobster pastas, steak frites, and a smash burger. The food and drinks were good, the service was alright. The restaurant was not that busy and the food took long to come out. When it did, we were missing one of the 2 lobster pastas. We notified our server, he brought it out maybe 20 minutes later and it was a bit cold. We informed him of this. He brought out another plate and we ended up paying for cold food as well. I think maybe he could have given us a discount for that plate, just my humble opinion, but by all means don't let my experience rain on your parade. Make your reservations and let me know how it went for you. And just really quick, I want to go over the dress code for the restaurant. I did see a lot of people with tennis shoes. I myself are wearing sandals. People were wearing jeans, but if you want to come in heels and a dress, by all means do it. You look nice. The men can wear a polo, long sleeve, short sleeve. I think they do understand that a lot of people that visit the restaurant are tourists and they're out and about the entire day. So by the time you get to the restaurant, you're wearing the clothing that you were wearing during the day. Just don't wear any sportswear or anything too revealing or water clothing because of course it's a nice restaurant and you just want to make sure you look decent. Good morning guys, another day in New York City, and I want to talk about the weather real quick because we've had really good days. Hi, look at her, so cute, so fluffy. We're matching. White and puffy. Talk about the weather real quick, how it's been really nice the days that we've been here. It is the month of May. I know it can rain and it could be humid, but the best advice for girls I can give, and guys too, is just layer up. Like today the sun wants to come out, but it's a little overcast. There's a breeze and it feels perfect. So I'm just literally wearing a spaghetti strap and then on top this button up, so if you don't want to get sunburned or you just want to cover your arms, whatever it is, you guys can go ahead and just layer up. Later you'll walk and you could just take it off. So that's the best advice I can give you. It's not too humid. It could rain though, so just come prepare with maybe a pair of sandals, some rain boots, and tennis shoes. Now let's go to a Liddy Place, a rooftop bar that turned out to be pretty awesome. I would truly recommend. The Moxie Times Square rooftop bar Magic Hour offers a unique experience that combines stunning views of the Manhattan skyline with a playful carnival theme. The centerpiece of the bar is a carousel-inspired seating area that rotates slowly. Carousel seating is first come, first served. We visited on a Sunday evening around 6 p.m. and it wasn't busy, so we were able to get carousel seating. We didn't have a time limit, but then again, we were ordering drinks left and right. I'm sure that when there's special events, it might be hard to get a seat on the carousel or even the rooftop, so always make sure to check their website before you visit. I made a reservation about a week before my trip. You don't need to have one to access the rooftop, but it is encouraged. Walk-ins are always welcome. There is also an extensive drink menu. Magic Hour offers a wide variety of cocktails, beers, and wines to choose from. There is also a food menu that includes burgers, wings, and tacos. Oh, and if you're interested in their Sunday brunch, which begins at 11:30 a.m. and ends at 3:30 p.m., you will need to make reservations. Magic Hour is divided into two sections. Both sides have a full bar and you're able to visit either side. There's always music playing in the background and honestly, it feels like a club and I love it. That's my type of vibe. Before we head to Brooklyn, I need to tell you about one of my favorite spots in the city, Los Tacos Número Uno. These tacos are my favorite when I'm in New York City. That's why I stop by when I'm there, and so should you. There are 5 locations in the city, all with very similar opening and closing hours and the same menu.
The tacos are really, really good. They are expensive though. I think they're like $6 a taco. But if you've never tried them, maybe try them once. And I'm gonna show you how you order.
Once you guys order and you get your ticket, you line up according to the protein, to the meat choice that you guys prefer. If you wanted tacos de asada, you'll line up here. A plate of nopales right there. Pollo, which is chicken, or adobada, which is pork. You will have to line up according to your choice of meat. You guys can get your tacos on flour tortillas or corn tortillas. I love corn, but my husband tried the flour and he said they were really good. So today I'm gonna try 1 and 1. I got 2 tacos de adobada. The adobada is delicious. And this is the plato of nopales. Nopales is cactus. You see the nopales there, cheese, your choice of protein. When they ask if you want it with everything, everything means guacamole, onions, and salsa. You can always have the salsa on the side, of course. I think this is my plate because it's the corn and the flour. Again, if you guys don't eat spicy food, you can always ask for the salsa on the side. And they do have a salsa bar over there on that side. You can get all the salsas that you want. Now let's head to Brooklyn.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome to Brooklyn. Now, if you want a good pizza, head over to Grimaldi's. This iconic place is famous for its cold fire pizza, considered by many to be the best in town.
We got our veggies before we eat our carbs. This is the Brooklyn Bridge pizza pie. How many inches? 16. 6 slices.
Grimaldi's does not sell pizza by the slice, so you'll get a whole pizza. The 16-inch pizza was more than enough for 3 adults. This pizzeria also offers a wide selection of wines to go with your meal. You guys should definitely reserve an entire day or 2 to explore Brooklyn. If you're there on the weekend, you may want to check out the Dumble Flea Market, which only opens on weekends, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out the hours before you go because I didn't, and when we arrived, the vendors were picking up. So I missed the flea market, and it was a bummer. You'll be able to enjoy the flea market April through December. I discovered 2nd Street discovered a vintage clothing store after snooping around the city. You'll find recycled designer bags, wallets, clothing, shoes, and accessories. This store is near the Dumbo area. In this area, you'll also find the most iconic picture spot that offers a stunning view of the bridge with the Empire State Building in the backdrop. This video vlog is coming to an end, but I have one more activity that I would love to share with you all. If you're interested in visiting Roosevelt Island or simply just want to experience the Roosevelt Island tramway, listen up. This air tramway is a soaring transportation experience that connects Manhattan's Upper East Side to Roosevelt Island. This aerial tramway offers stunning views of the city skyline, the East River, and the Queensboro Bridge. Remember when we talked about the 7-day Omni Pass in the beginning? You will be able to use it here to pay for your fare. If you didn't listen to me and did not get the pass, you will pay almost $3 one way per adult at the station. And I say almost because the fare that I paid when I rode compared to what the website now says has changed. So always check for updated information on their website. Children up to 3 years old that are under 44 inches ride for free. If your child is over 3 and over 44 inches, then they will pay the full fare. The tramway operates every 7 to 15 minutes and it is accessible for people with disabilities. Once you arrive to Roosevelt Island, you'll be able to explore the area. Right next to the tram stop is a visitor center, which I recommend you check out and get a Roosevelt Island map. We chilled there for about an hour. We walked the island, took pictures and videos of the Manhattan skyline, and then headed back to the city. There's only 2 stops where you can get the air tram, on the Manhattan side or the Roosevelt Island side. Now that our adventure is coming to an end, let me explain how to get to the Newark Airport in Jersey from Times Square. There is a shuttle that takes you guys to Times Square if you get it from Grand Central Terminal. You just have to find the letter S for shuttle. This is what you're looking for, S, Times Square. And it has no seats, so it's fine. It's like a 4-minute train ride. I'm gonna show you how to take the bus to New Jersey. Times Square, guys, is literally on that side. It took us 8 minutes to walk to the Port Authority bus terminal. We are taking a bus. It was way cheaper than taking an Uber or a Lyft. I think Uber and Lyft were like $90 from Times Square to Jersey. Our flight leaves like 7:20 or 8 p.m. I'm sorry. And it's only 3:30. So if you guys have time and want to save a little bit of money, then take the bus. They leave every 30 minutes to an hour. Again, this route is only if you're going to Newark, New Jersey Airport. There might be other buses that lead to JFK, I don't know, or LaGuardia, but I am showing you guys my route, which is from Times Square to Newark Airport. You guys saw that we passed the Port Authority building. So you guys are gonna come around and get on this line. This one is to Newark Airport Express. You will see taxi drivers and Uber drivers lined up on the other side, and they will come to you and say $25 each person to the airport. If I were you, I've never done it, but from what I've heard before is that that's their starting base. It's not a locked rate, so you can end up paying $100 instead of $50. So again, it's up to you, but they will approach you and say, if you don't have tickets yet, because you don't have to buy them in anticipation. We bought our tickets today. It's not like we bought them days in advance or months. We bought them today, but they will be lined up here, and they will tell you, try to sell it to you really nicely, that it's only going to be $25 per person, but when you get to the airport, it might be a lot more. If you guys have taken the service, taken the taxi from here, and it is true, you know, it's just $25 per person, no more, no less, then leave your comment below so people know, you know, maybe that's an option that they can take. Also, you will have people coming to this line asking that if you guys have a Metro card, if you'd like to give it to them, you can. If you got that 7-day pass and it expires tomorrow, let's say, you're more than welcome to give it to them. If not, you can keep it as a souvenir, because those cards don't expire until I think a year or a year and a half. While we wait for the bus, I do want to go over the fare rate. It was $21.20 for one adult
It's like $18 plus fees. Then it comes out to $21.20, way cheaper. So in total it was like what, $40 to $43. And you guys will not have seats assigned. It's first come, first served. So the people all the way in the front will have first dibs. If they want to sit in the front, they will, and they'll have space to put up their stuff. I'm not saying that they'll run out of storage units, but that could happen, and you might have to keep your luggage with you. But again, it's first come, first served. That's the way the buses look. They're pretty big, but they already have people in there. I don't know where the other stop is. Again, this one's closest to where we were staying, so we picked the one by Times Square. They already have people in there, so it just depends on how many seats they have available. That's how many people will go in on this bus. And if we don't make it to this bus, then we have to wait for the next one. We arrived to Newark Airport. Honestly, it took like a whole hour to load the luggages, for the bus to take off, to get out of traffic, and to arrive to the airport. So there you have it, my friends, your NYC must-eat guide for first-time tourists. Now that I've taken you on a delicious tour, I would like to emphasize that these are my recommendations. Wouldn't want anyone to get stressed over my opinions. This is just guidance. If you have any favorite NYC eats, leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more vacay adventures. I will leave links to the restaurants and places we visited in this vlog in the video description. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more vacay adventures. Until next time, happy eating.